Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. It is Friday, February 25th, just after 4. The New York exchange is closed here. Let's get into our recap here with micro oil. You can see we opened inside of yesterday's range. Remember, we opened way up yesterday and came down. And this is pretty much the low in this area here. The close was up here. And immediately we came down, hit some support, bounced off of it, came down again. Twice winners. 3 times it was tested. That 4th time, I mean, how many times do you have to be right? And even on that short side, we got a monster winner. But huge bars nonetheless. So we did have oil melt down for a bit. It was kind of choppy. And then it just, after lunch, just came back up. Remember, Fridays, I don't really trade after lunch. And so it did finish net down for the day. But still within yesterday's range for the most part. Now, gold opened gap down. If you recall, we also had a huge run up in gold. And then we saw yesterday that the overnight, they were still driving it down. Well, they continued driving it down. We opened gap down. And, that resistance held. Boom. Support held. Boom. Again, how good did they get? So they held tremendously. And we finished net down for the day as it just ended up going sideways for the remainder of the afternoon. Now, our equities, they opened gap up. Yeah, I guess that news of Ukraine and Russia isn't that big of a deal. So we opened gapped up. Let me scroll back here so you can see. We opened gap up, and we had a little bit of a run down, but the buyers really stepped in and couldn't get through this high that they had made for quite a while. And so they decided that the sellers step in and test the low of the day. They got into yesterday's range, but not by a whole lot. And then they decided, well, you know what? We'd rather drive this up. And that's all they did for the remainder of the day. And they're finishing up on that tail or that head top. But tons of opportunities, entries in these markets from our levels that we give our students out each night. So you're missing out on getting these HVAs unless you come and contact us. But in terms of the NASDAQ, almost the same story. Opened gap up. Not terribly far, though. NASDAQ was pretty much on its range, I want to say. Range high. Not terribly far from its close either. So NASDAQ was quicker. It went into its range, found some support. They tested their high, came in again, tested that support. It broke. They got to their close and a little bit lower. And then they tested that low one more time, but this is where the buyers really stepped in around the same time as in the ES. And then we just started going up again. You can see how well these HVA edges are holding. And yeah, like I said, they just started melting it up and got choppy towards the end there. But we are finishing on a net positive for the day. So, fun fact, these levels are given out to our students each night before the next trade session. Seeing as it's Friday, we can take some time off and not have to worry about getting them to their students until they're ready for Sunday night. So typically Saturday evening or Sunday morning, they are ready for the students as the markets in the futures do open on Sunday evening. So if you're interested in finding out more information about these levels and how you can get them onto your charts each night before the trade session, feel free to reach out to us. Or if you're interested in learning how to trade in general, again, reach out to us. We are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettradingacademy.com and get in touch with us there. And you'll quickly find out for yourself why we are the #1 trading education company in the world and why we have so many live profitable students in our rooms each day. We look forward to seeing you.